Welcome back, you guys. Tonight we're going to be working on a Glock 21. Pretty interesting build overall. We haven't done a Glock 21 in quite a while. I want to turn something out to you guys. It's a little bit newer of a pattern, something we haven't seen before, especially with it being a 21. They are a pretty heavy slide. So there's a couple things we're after. Okay, one, we're after being able to see some barrel. Two, we're after some weight reduction. We're kind of just trying to give it a little bit of a new life here, you know? Some of these larger, older slides, they've got battle wear on them from actual physical use in the field. This happens to be one of them. We had an officer decide that they wanted to kind of change their weapon around here a little bit. This is a personal weapon that they have, something they've had on them for a long time. It means a lot to them. And we thought, why don't we do something to it, you know, let's build something on it. So let's kind of discuss that work. I want to give you guys a better understanding of exactly what we're doing. It'll kind of give you more of a feel for what you're watching as the work is turned out over there on the Tormach. So like we said, one of the things we're after is seeing some barrel. So on the top, we're gonna end up doing some triple serrations. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. They're gonna be rather large, something that we typically don't do, but with the 21 being a thicker slide, a longer slide, a wider slide, we wanna make sure that we're gonna be able to see some nice barrel there. So these are gonna be pretty large serrations, 1, 2, 3, and of course we'll do the same on what would be the left-hand side, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna be able to see some nice barrel there. Now, the other thing that we're after, as we already kind of discussed, was the weight reduction. And we're not going to get a lot of weight reduction off those top serrations. So what we do want to do is we want to shave the sides, we want to clean those sides up. So we want to, from all the way from the back, all the way to the front, we want to scalp that down, we want to remove that factory text, get that weight reduction that we're after, get that better appeal that we're after. So we're going to end up shaving both the sides. So this side's going to go, this side's going to go. And one of the other things that we're going to do is we're still after, once again, that barrel visibility. We want to expose that on the sides as well as the top. So window. So we're going to have a window. This will just be a shaved zone. Of course, over here, we're going to have window. We're also going to be doing the Cobra nose. We want to be able to see the barrel out the end from the sides. I think it's a really nice overall kind of an upgrade or a modification that we can do to the nose of the weapon in order to see just a little bit more barrel in the event that we're having something other than a factory barrel, which we're going to get to here in a moment. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Shave those sides, do the dual side windows. Now, we do have a special request, or we have been requested to do some text. So we're going to do some text over here on the left-hand side that they want to have done as well. So we are going to do a little bit of laser work. We're going to make our way over there. Top serration, shave sides, dual windows, Cobra nose, a little bit of text here. We're not going to be doing anything in the top rear section at all. We're just going to go ahead and get that cleaned up. We're going to obviously get that prepared for what's going to be for our Cerakote. We haven't decided if we're going to do any upgrades on the rear grips or not. So this is kind of a freedom build that I have here a little bit here. We've got a budget on it. Hey, Mark, do your thing. And that's kind of where we're at. So I want to kind of see how everything looks. What does it look like in the end before we do anything with these rear grips? More than likely, we'll probably laser a pattern into them, something to give it a little bit more texture on your hands. Obviously, visibility will change there as well. So we're probably going to end up doing something there. I just haven't decided what that pattern is yet. I don't know if we're going to do a diamond or we're going to do something like a chain link, a hive. We're just going to kind of see what looks the best with the overall build. So last but not least, we have the barrel as well. So we want to make sure that we're going to change that barrel out. We're going to get off that factory black. Obviously, we're seeing some wear on the side of the barrel here from rubbing in and out from all the rounds down range. So what we want to do is we want to strip this off. We're going to send this out. We're going to get this hard coated. I always recommend this. One, it's a color change. Two, it's kind of a new life thing, you know. Put a hard coating on it. The coating that we put on this is a PVD based coating on our barrels. It's harder than the actual metal itself. So it kind of breathes a little bit of new life back into your barrel because you get that color change. You get to keep that factory barrel that does have all the markings on it still, which matches your frame and your slide. So we're going to make sure everything's still the same gun. And at the end, you know, we have a more durable coating. So we're not going to do a whole lot with the barrel. We're going to strip it down. We're going to send it out. We're going to go ahead and get that coated. Haven't determined exactly what we're going to be doing on that coating. More than likely, it's going to be some kind of a dark bronze. We may actually go with a lighter copper. I'm not sure yet. And what that means is I don't know what we're going to be doing on the slide. I haven't gone through that process yet. I do want to see everything in hand before we get to coloring. So I'm going to probably get everything done. I'm going to go look at some of the other builds that we have here. We happen to have a lot of demo hardware here. We're going to kind of see what goes well with the darker copper or the darker bronze and the lighter copper, and just kind of see what's going to flow the best, and then we're going to turn it out. So guys, we're going to get over to that Tormach 770. Let's go ahead and get the CNC work done. We're going to navigate over to the laser. Let's go ahead and get that text done on what's going to be the left-hand side. At that point, we're going to jump right into those rear grips. We're going to bring it back, see exactly what it came out like. Alright guys, let's take a look here and see exactly how this came out in the end. We don't happen to do a lot of those G20, G21 model slides. They just happen to be a little bit bigger. We don't have a lot of those requests. So overall, I'm really happy with the way that it came out. We're obviously getting that weight reduction, barrel exposure, just really nice overall. So these big top serrations that we have here, really cool. We end up pushing these a little bit farther forward. Want to make sure that we have a nice thick area for lockup because it is a 45 ACP. Of course, we offer the same thing on the G20, which is the 10 millimeter. So I want to make sure that we're leaving enough lockup room up here in the front zone. Step down, shave side with a dual window, really nice. We ended up doing that service since 2005. Really want to have that tag for exactly when it started, what this weapon was used for, that kind of thing. So overall, really cool to be able to add that to the project overall. We went ahead and did an upgrade on the rear grips here, giving it a little bit more texture. It's always a nice added bonus to do some kind of a design over the rear serrations with the laser, because we end up getting a lot of detail off of it because it's a laser. Two, we end up getting a lot of texture feeling off of it just because it's a different feeling on our hand. Some sides up, some parts down, so it ends up being a little bit different. Tungsten, we ended up doing this in the tungsten color. Overall, really pleased with how it came out. Shave the side here, we leave a little bit of a thick piece of metal here around where the ejection side is, so really liking that. We also ended up doing the barrel, so we ended up sending that factory barrel out. We ended up having this done in what is more of our copper color. This is a pretty hard coating overall, something that you would see like on a gold barrel. So you're gonna get a lot of extra life. You're gonna get a lot of higher wear and tear on of the coating than you are, with a factory barrel. So let's go ahead and put this in. Let's take a look and see exactly how this came out. Really liking that color combination. I'm a firm believer that you should have some offset between slide color and barrel color, because it really doesn't take anything away from either one, and it really shows each one just a little bit more appropriate. So in other words, you have the same color barrel, you have the same color slide. Sometimes you happen to miss a lot of the detail, especially if you're doing something with some laser work on the barrel. Sometimes that detail is missed or skipped because the color is so close to each other that it really doesn't, really kind of blends and it really doesn't stand out. So clashing colors, or a little bit of clashing colors, happens to be something that's really nice, especially if you're wanting to see the difference between those. Guys, if you haven't been following us, spend a little bit of time, review the content that we've put out, watch the Welcome to NCEngravers video, lots of content on there. Instagram and YouTube is the place to be. We have a ton of recommendations, they call it now, on Facebook. We call it reviews. That's where companies will go in and write something about us. Maybe they spoke with us, maybe they've seen us, maybe they've gotten a project back from us, maybe they've seen somebody else's project. They'll write a review. They'll let everybody kind of know what their opinion is, and they'll kind of give you the overview of us. So if you're thinking about sending something into us, you want to know, what am I getting back? What is the quality of turnaround time? What is the communication? That kind of stuff. Go and read those reviews. That's on our Facebook account. It's open to the public. You don't have to have an account or anything like that. You can simply just go to our webpage. We do have a tab that says reviews. You can click right on it. You can read those right from there without letting anybody know who you are. Once again, you don't have to have an account or anything like that. So real cool. Go through there, read that a little bit, and just kind of get a feel a little bit more for the company that you're supporting. And yeah, let us know exactly what you want to have done. Our email address is on the web page. Phone numbers on the web page. You can also message us through Instagram. You can message us through Facebook. So there's a lot of different ways that you can actually reach out to us. Usually on the video descriptions, we put an email address there as well, and a link to the web page there also. So it's pretty easy to get a hold of us and to kind of let us know exactly what you want to have done, and we'll get that quote turned out to you, and we'll get that project started. Guys, you can catch me on the next one.